So make a change. And that's basically about everybody in this room. This band and many bands like ours, if there's many around, can talk as much as we want. And we can say and sing all these songs, or some people maybe are moved by and us to really get too far, so whatever, right? But basically what it comes down to, if you just leave these shows, go home, lock yourself in your room and listen to your records, there ain't shit gonna be happening besides you burning out on your own music, right? And basically what it's talking about is that what we're tired of is people always making excuses for not wanting to get involved and not wanting to do something, right? And kind of, oh, I'm only one person, I don't make a difference, it doesn't really matter. And we hear it thousands of times from thousands of people. And it gets to be pretty pathetic because I've been around small groups of people of 5 that do incredible amounts of things. I mean, you ever see groups of Who Got Bombs people? They're groups of like, what, 10 people? And they're people a bunch of people, you know? And then you get these thousands who go around and fucking say, oh, I don't really make a difference. And it gets pretty fucking pathetic, you know? And I guess, you know, if you were to look at other countries and see what they have done, if you look at the Zapatista movement, look what those couple hundred or whatever people have done. Okay, they get this whole fucking standstill in the world. This whole national thing is literally was put on a standstill because of it. Okay, so it's like, don't give me any shit that you don't make a difference. It's up to you if you want to. And that's what the song's about. Nothing changes to you, you make it change. violence all the time, it's gang violence. And it's kind of like, it's not a minimal thing. I mean, there's been gang problems. I know in the whole country now, for the past like maybe 5-10 years, people have been complaining about the escalation of gang violence. But in Chicago, that shit is like 30, 40 years old. Those gangbangers are in their 50s and stuff. And basically, I know some of you can give two fucks because you live in your little isolated fucking punk rock world. So fuck it, I don't give a fuck about that, right? But when there's kids in front of my house and people that we know and we lose to that, it's a big deal to us. It's important to talk about it. Basically, it's about that loss. It's about families.
Is that what you are?
All right. So this comes from another drummer, she says, I'll just cry. And you just keep sitting back and talking your shit, motherfucker, whoever it is. Talk your fucking shit, because that's all you're about is talking shit. ¿Listo? And besides, whatever. If anybody wants any of our merchandise, we don't have anything set up. You just come to us, to our band, or on the back and talk to us. Buy some, or whatever. Chicago's coming up. I can hear that. Vamos. and this hardcore punk scene of ours, like this racism, the hate, the homophobia, the sexism, all that stuff that a lot of bands talk about. Basically everybody in this room is living out roles that have been implanted on them, and nobody in this room was born hating anybody for any reason, because it's not that way. Okay, and all these things that we pick up as we go on in our lives are things that we adopted to hear from somewhere else or someone else. And everybody in this room has heard those comments about people based on race or sex or sexuality and things like that. Like, you know, I know everybody in this room has heard it, like growing up, somebody saying, oh yeah, it's because those niggers, or because it's those goons, it's because those wetbacks, those spinks, and this and that, those faggots, you know, because those faggots, and all this, you know, we hear that. And we learn that, we pick that up since we're kids. But not anybody, like I said, is born knowing. It's all taught to you. That's what this song is about. It's about education, because education is a really weird thing, and it's kind of like it can be used as a tool or it can be used as a weapon. And when you're educating, or when education is in the process, it's really a tug of war, because there's people who will teach you total shit, and people will teach you what's right on, right? And that's what this is about. It's about everybody in here, because everybody outside of the shows goes home and goes, you know, to wherever they go, which I know you're not like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week hanging out with punks. So basically what we're saying is that when you go home and you have these discussions and dialogue with people that you come across in the streets, I think it's everybody's responsibility to talk and spread and talk about things and have that dialogue. That was bad. You're not there now, you're here now, you learned this. our last song. It's called Asesinos. It basically translates assassin.
It's like it's made. Things flashing batteries.
I can sit here talk
It's
for a while about
121.
thermal politics.
121.
I'd rather not do that.
That's
That's
late.
why.
And they're all paid.
Who cares? I'm from Michigan.
Hey, so
It's fucking paid $20 to come in this fucking show.
And I can talk about things like,
$5.
you know, politicians of different countries, like putting things here, torturing people, raping people, murdering people. But when you don't feel like you're directly, you know, touched by that, or moved by that, or affected by that, you don't get it, you know? So, basically, this is our last song. Now I'm going to dedicate it to everybody here. Because everybody here, at one point in their life or another, has had to deal with somebody trying to murder something within you. And you will always be on that struggle and search to be who we really want to be, or be what we really want to be. And there's always people that we won't let us do it. Okay? And that's based on many things, okay? Ever since we were kids, we all had our stories and our horror stories of what has happened to us. Oh, because you know, you were too thin, you were a little too fat, you were a little too this, you were a little too dark, you were too thick with an accent, you were a little too feminine, you were a little too butch, and it goes on and on, okay? And I also like to dedicate this one to any people in the house who are gay, lesbian, and bisexual, okay? And I know it's hardcore. You don't hear too much about people talking about that. And you don't hear about people saying, oh yeah, I am, because I'm gay. The singer Crudos is gay. And people don't know that. A lot of people don't. Now people are knowing, and I don't fucking care anymore. You know what I mean? I don't care. There was a point where I was kind of nervous about it, going, oh, you know, this isn't working, and I was hiding from my family. And like everybody's knowing, and I don't fucking care anymore. I want to be who I want to be. Who I want to love, and who I sleep with. If you're secure of yourself, you shouldn't be bothered by something.
Yeah.
You can put that in hardcore history book, okay? When people get that, it's cool, alright? Asesinos, thank you.